Greetings to all of our friends at Camp Texas Rising, and thank you for devoting so much of your life and certainly your summer to defending, protecting, and preserving the right to vote and our very democracy here in Texas and across the country. And I know that some of you spent some really valuable time traveling to the Capitol and waiting for hours. Some folks waited more than 20 hours in order to testify against voter suppression bills that would rig future elections in Texas. I think your courage and your determination was not only good for those in the committee rooms to hear, I think our Texas Democratic State legislators heard you loud and clear as well. And that had to have informed the decision that they made to leave Texas, to deny the Republican majority a quorum so that they could not roll back the right to vote in Texas, and to take the fight to the one place where it can actually be won, in Washington, D.C., where they still are right now. So know that you had some part in making that possible, and that all of us in Texas who care about this democracy are grateful to you. I don't know that there's a whole bunch that I can add beyond what you're already doing and what you're already picking up in this camp, but let me just say this, for anyone who had any question. This is the single most consequential moment in the history of our democracy. It's very possible that 245 years into this thing, that we might finally lose it forever. And not just in Texas and Georgia and Florida and the states that have passed voter suppression bills, but when you look at the violent insurrection attempt on the 6th of January, the big lie trafficked by and President Trump and carried by those who are complicit in this kind of conduct, sitting senators and members of Congress. When you look at the fact that some states going forward might have the chance to overturn lawfully, legitimately, democratically decided elections, it calls into question what form of government we will have going forward. And if we're going to have a democracy, it's going to be up to each and every single one of us. So I encourage you to keep doing this incredibly important work of voting and registering and testifying and compelling others to get involved in the action as well. And then my last message, and perhaps one of the most important, consider running for office. There will never be a perfect time. You'll never have the right criteria or resume or background or donors or network, or all the things won't be lined up in your life just perfectly. But if you will go out, get after it, and step out there and speak up for all of us, whether you're running for school board trustee or county commissioner or city council or state rep or something beyond that. Just the act of putting yourself out there and taking that risk on behalf of all of us at some personal cost to you is transformative for all of us, for this state, and certainly for our democracy. And we could really use the energy, the ideas, the urgency that you have right now in our government at all levels. So please keep up the great work. Please know that I'm grateful, and looking forward to getting a chance to see you in person. Suerte.